Datacrons kind of make or break the game at this point. They are the true deciding factor of what really wins in GAC, and even to a large degree, territory wars. If anybody ever cares about territory wars, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, we've had a brand new set of datacrons, and I think it's about time that we take a look at the focused datacrons, we look at the normal datacrons, and we try to come to an understanding about where we should be investing our resources in the near future. The next set of conquest isn't too far away, and we need to make sure that we can get as far as possible and farm the datacrons if you wish to succeed in grand arenas. Let's take a look at them, shall we, ladies and gentlemen? Okay then, alrighty then. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen of the tribe, to another Galaxy of Heroes video with me, your bald-headed boy Scribe. How the devil are you doing? Anyway, not too long, 2 days and 1 hour, we are going to have a weekly shipment refresh. And in that time, that episode shipment store is going to give us a brand new focused datacrons for us to throw things at. We have got, I think it's 4 or 5 coming. We're going to go through them now, and we are going to find out which ones we should be focusing on. And focusing on the focused datacrons, isn't that a trip? Yes, it is. Ladies and gentlemen, let me have my quick iced coffee over here. Because, generally speaking, and I don't want to make this sound too broad, but generally speaking, focused datacrons are where you should be investing over the standard datacrons. Usually. There are usually very powerful substats. There are usually very powerful effects, and they can be used below relic levels. A high priority of this is like when you look at things like the Wampacron, for example. The Wampacron is fabulous. Really powerful focused datacron. Great substats on it that can be benefiting any team. They can also be used at very low gear levels. You don't need relic characters. If you look at the Maul focused datacron, people that got a 4-star Maul or a 5-star Maul can still get massive value, and the same is going to be true of Cassian, I imagine. Let's go check out the new focused datacrons then, before we jump into the OG datacron set that's coming out. Sweet! Here we are then, ladies and gentlemen. Now don't let this fool you. We are not getting like 20 focused datacrons. No, they do a normal datacron, and then they do a paid-for datacron that comes in at the highest tier. Now, if you were to look at the price of this in the store 1 second, you would think that it is blisteringly expensive, and you would be right. Look at it. It's £95. It's £100, and it gives you a full datacron. Now, I know this appeals to some people. I am not some people. I'm a whale, but I'm like, $100? 100. Or this one over here, because it's a level 9 datacron, you're like, $40? This is, I get it. It's nice. It saves you some time in conquest, but that's a lot of moolah. That's a lot of dineros. That's a lot of cheddar cheese right there. Now, I'm not begrudging anybody that buys these focused datacrons. Be my guest. Please do keep the lights on, CG. I like it. It means I get to make more videos, more people playing the game, more people watching the game is always a good thing for me, right? But you won't catch me buying these. You won't catch me buying these. I'll rather just farm them. Some of them, they give you some stuff. $24, this gets you a level 7 datacron. No. Okay, anyway, what I will say real quick about this is in the past we did have one of these focused datacrons that was for sale that had slightly better stats than the ones you could organically get through the store. That is no longer the case. These focused datacrons do not have any different stats than what you will normally farm. There is no advantage beyond you get it early and you get it without having to farm through conquest, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so keep that in mind if that informs your purchase. All right, let's take a look at them. We're going to start off with Cassian Andor, the under the covers guy. Stats over here, 50% crit damage, 60% tenacity, 60% health steal, and 125% health. Pretty decent stat spread, to be honest. Health steal and defense is good, 125% defense. Decent. It is going to cause some issues. It's not kind of like the datacrons we've got at the moment that you can push over 300%. But that's still good when you combine it all. And tenacity is also good. So I'm not going to look through the stat spreads on the levels themselves, but we will look at the various bonus mechanics that come to characters. Alright, so Cinta Kaz, whenever she gains stealth, she's going to reduce the cooldowns of their special abilities by 1. To my knowledge, Cinta has only got the 1 special ability, which we will check out right now. I've got too many things in the way. I can't see where my things are on my screen. It's a little bit frustrating. Okay, let's go ahead and check this out. Go over here to Cinta. Oh, she's not a legacy unit yet. She's not a legacy unit yet. I'm pretty sure, yeah, she's only got the one special. This special, fight to the death, deal physical damage to target enemy. She stealths for 2 turns. So she uses it, she lowers the cooldown by 1. Isn't that wonderful? She inflicts breach on the target enemy for 1 turn. If they're already breached, you ability block them. If they are ability blocked by this ability, death mark them for a turn which can't be dispelled. Can't be resisted by undermined enemies. Pretty good, actually. Pretty good. I wouldn't mind being able to get this to cycle round quite a lot. So, not bad. Okay, next up, we've got Vel Sartha, who is obviously the dynamic duo that goes with Cinta, okay? Whenever another ally recovers protection, Vel Sartha gains Foresight for 1 turn. I mean, it's okay. It's okay, right? Getting Foresight, fine. They recover quite a bit of protection with Cassian, so let's just quickly see if there's any other interactions with Vel that talks to either protection recovery or with Foresight. Physical damage, offense down, undermine, defense, undermine, undermine, roll, yeah, okay, nothing there. Blind them, blind, resisted, entrenched, dispelled, undermined, stuff, cool. Start of the battle, if all allies are rebel fighters, Vel gains a stack of resilient defense, 2 additional stacks if Cinta is an ally. Start of her turn, rebel fighter allies gain 8% of her crit chance, crit damage, defense, pen, offense. Vel gains 50% offense per undermined enemy until the start of her next turn. She has resilient defense, she has 100% crit avoidance, counter chance, and defense, and they deal less damage to her. Territory battles Omicron that nobody cares about. She has 35% accuracy. When either Cinta or Vel are attacked by an undermined enemy, she gains a stack of resilient defense for 2 turns. Whenever undermined enemies attack Cinta, she recovers 10% protection and gains 10% turn meter. Well, there you go. So if somebody attacks Cinta, you know, she's going to be stealthed a lot, but AoE attacks will sort of trigger this as well. It's going to recover protection, which is going to trigger Foresight, which is kind of cool. Uses basic ability, she assists. Whenever an enemy attacks Cinta at the start of Vel's turn, that enemy is exposed. The first time Vel falls below 50% health, she and Cinta reset their cooldowns and equalize health and protection. Okay, so it's alright. You know, they'll attack her, they'll recover protection, boom, she gains Foresight. It's not too bad. Next up, what have we got? We've got Claire Marquis. Whenever Claire Marquis critically hits an enemy, she's gaining damage immunity for a turn which can't be copied, 25% turn meter, and blinds the enemy for a turn which can't be evaded or resisted. If the enemy was target locked, Claire also gains protection up 100%, retribution and speed up for 2 turns. Yeah, that's real good. That's real sexy right there. DI, she's going to crit a lot. She is an attacker. Right, I'm pretty sure she's not a special attacker. The reason I bring that up for importance is that special attackers have much lower crit chance than physical attackers. So we can usually see this if we go over here. Crit chance on special 24.67%, physical 57%. So it's like 33% higher over here. And this is obviously based on, I want to say Relic 6. Relic 6, so if you take it to Relic 7, 8, 9, this is going to go a little bit higher. Okay, so that one's very, very powerful. And then the level 12 is for Luthen. Whenever a summoned ally is damaged, all allies gain 20% offense for 1 turn, stacking, and 20% turn meter. This is kind of wild. This is kind of really good. Because, you know, Luthen constantly summoning that rebel fighter or whatever he is. Yeah, it's going to get marked. He's going to get damaged. You're going to pass 20% stacking offense. And everybody's going to gain 20% turn meter. Very powerful. And then finally, we've got Cassian Andor Undercover. Whenever a rebel fighter ally gains turn meter, which they're going to be doing a lot. So anybody attacks Cinta, you gain turn meter. Anybody attacks the summoned unit over here, you're going to gain turn meter. They deal bonus true damage equal to 20% of their max health to undermined enemies. There's going to be a lot of undermining under a Cassian lead. He spreads it a lot whenever he basics an enemy with an undermine. I'm pretty sure he spreads it to other people, and then you've got it on Claire as well. There's going to be a lot of undermining going on over here. Okay. Whenever a rebel fighter receives 2 or more instances of damage from an undermined enemy during their turn, dispel undermined and inflict undermine on them for 1 turn, which can't be dispelled or resisted. So this basically is just trying to constantly reapply that undermine to keep everybody permanently undermined, which is kind of wild. Whenever a rebel fighter receives 2 or more instances of damage from an undermined enemy. Yeah. So basically, enemy's turn, they might be losing Undermine that turn. If they do any sort of assist, or if they do an attack that hits multiple times, boom, re-undermined all the time. So yeah, pretty good. And also, this over here, the true damage of 20% max health to undermined enemies is huge. I can't remember if this one's got max health. It does not. That's probably a very deliberate thing. Could you imagine if they gave 80% max health and then did 20% max health damage? It would be kind of wild. I'm just thinking in particular for Vel, if you mod her for high levels of max health, that's going to be really, really good. So I think, without a doubt, I think that the Focus Datacron for Cassian Andor Undercover is going to be the top dog for Christmas out of this Focus Datacron set. But let's go ahead and check out Darth Revan. Darth Revan, I feel like is going to be pretty decent, but we'll find out now. 100% health, 100% armor pen, 70% tenacity. Really solid stats there. The tenacity I care less about, but 100% health and armor pen is a huge win. You could always just throw this on something like a Rey team, a Leia team. I mean, Leia kills more about resistance penetration for Drogon, but otherwise still banging. Level 3 is for Malak. At the start of Malak's turn, dispel all debuffs on them, recover 5% health for each debuff dispelled this way. This is okay. You know, I guess the biggest useful thing for this is if he's got, like, ability block, or if he's got heal immunity or shock, right? Or buff immunity. Cleanse it off, recover the health. The health recovery almost is insignificant, but constantly cleansing off debuffs is kind of useful. Bastila Shan Fallen. Whenever she inflicts a debuff, recover 25% of their max health and max protection once per turn. That's really good. She's got a load of debuffs. There's a load of additional max health over here. So if you stack those two together, it's going to work out pretty well. And then the final tier is for Darth Revan. Whenever a Sith ally dispels Foresight, blind an enemy for 1 turn. Whenever Darth Revan uses a basic ability during his turn, call all other Sith Empires to assist. At the start of Darth Revan's turn, if no other enemy has Corrupted Battle Meditation, inflict Corrupted Battle Meditation on the target enemy, on a random enemy, sorry. So let's wrap this up here in a nice little bow. This is really solid. This is really solid. In 3v3, funnily enough, I think this works really well with Mission and Zalbar, because if he is putting Corrupted Battle Meditation out on the enemy, which is a really cool, unique debuff, it's like stops enemies gaining buffs, lowers their counter chance and stuff like that, but also Revan, when he attacks a target that has got Corrupted Battle Meditation or Fear, he's going to attack again on a basic, which is then going to call all allies to assist. Under his Zalbar's 3v3 Omicron, I believe that team gets the Sith Empire tag, so Zalbar will get called to assist. That's going to be really, really powerful, okay? Overall, I don't think this is a phenomenal FDC. I think it's just okay. I would right now, I've only seen 2 of them, but I would say Cassian at the top, Revan at the bottom right now, but we haven't seen the others just yet. Let's check out the ISB one for Dedra Meero. The stats, first of all, 100% defense, 75% crit avoid, and 50% health. This is really sexy. Like, again, on a Rey team, this is a really good stat spread. Even if you had nothing else, 100% defense, make the Rey team more obnoxious to hit. 75% crit avoidance, if you can't get rid of that inspiration, thanks to not being able to crit, great. And 50% health, make the team chunkier. Yeah, so, Kex Security Droid. Whenever he loses Taunt, remove 50% turn meter, acceptable. Major Partygasm. At the start of his Partygasm's turn, they reset cooldowns and lose 5% health. Oh, dear me. No cooldowns on Partygasm. It's going to be a real party with Partygasm right now. Okay, so he's got a mass assist, right? His special is a mass assist. If all ISB allies assist and recover 20% health and protection. If they're all ISB, inflict enemies with target lock for 2 turns. If the target enemy was already target locked, ISB allies have their cooldowns reduced by 1. And then there's some stuff based on rank. If he's rank 3, blind the target enemy and increase the cooldowns of all enemies by 1. If he's rank 2, ISB allies gain retaliate for 2 turns and stacking tenacity. If he's all other rank 3 ISB allies gain tactical supremacy. Can't be evaded, can't be resisted. Really strong, that is. So yes, he is going to lose 5% health each turn, but being able to mass assist every single turn with Partygas is going to be great. This is really strong already. Okay, Dedra Meero then. She's got 100% defense until the end of the encounter. Don't forget, we've already got 100% defense on the datacron, so we're going 200% here for her. Once per turn, whenever an ISB ally uses an ability, Dedra assists. That's pretty sexy. Undermined ISB allies deal 50% more damage when using an ability out of turn. Okay, so whenever... Wow, this is cool. All right, so whenever one of her allies uses an ability, she's going to assist. Thanks to this, if she is undermined, she's going to do 50% more damage. If not, whenever Major Party Gaz is getting a turn, he's got no cooldowns, he's going to mass assist, he's going to call everybody in to assist. They're all going to deal 50% more damage. Nice. At the start of each undermined ally's turn, they take 1 damage, which can't defeat them. I'm sure there's probably some mechanic there that I need to understand about the ISB team. Let's check that out. Ah, okay, so it's under the KX security droid. Whenever an undermined ally is damaged, taunt for 1 turn. Whenever KX is undermined, he gains protection up 25% stacking for the rest of the encounter. So essentially, what this is trying to do is basically make KX security droid a perma-taunt, because there's going to constantly be taking 1 damage, which is going to force a taunt, which is kind of unique. I like that. Okay, and the interesting thing about that, of course, is when he loses his taunt, he's going to strip turn meter as well. So that's actually kind of nifty. He's going to gain taunt, lose taunt, strip turn meter, gain taunt, lose taunt, strip turn meter. That's kind of good. Already, when it comes to this then, if we have another recap, it's going to be Cassian first, it's going to be Dedra second, and Revan third. Let's look at Luminara. I can't imagine a Luminara FDC is going to be very good. But hey, 100% crit damage, 75% potency, 75% tenacity, 100% offense. Stats are phenomenal. We're off to a good start. This is getting close to like Wampacron levels of stats. Wampacron has got like 100% crit damage, 100% offense, and 100% armor pen or something like that. This has got potency and tenacity, which are still nice stats, but already the crit damage and offense is off the chart. If nothing else, you could throw this on like a Bane and just have a good time, right? Okay, let's see what we've got. Bonus Kit Fisto. Kit Fisto. Okay, everybody's favorite fish-looking Jedi. Yeah, sorry, Jolie Fish do. Kit Fisto has 100% health steal, who cares? At the start of battle, grant guard to all other Galactic Republic Jedi allies until Kit Fisto is defeated. Okay, now it's good. Guard is amazing. Can't be dazed, can't be stunned, can't be crit, that sort of thing. Kit Fisto and all allies with guard have 100% accuracy and have their health and protection equalized at the start of every ally's turn. This is... Okay, Kit Fisto is suddenly good. Whenever Kit Fisto attacks out of turn, he recovers 20% health and protection and lowers the cooldowns of turn the type by 1. Don't care. Whenever Kit Fisto uses a special ability, all Galactic Republic Jedi gain retribution for 2 turns. Okay, which means it's going to tie into that, you know, health and protection recovery. Whenever he uses a basic ability, dispel all buffs. Okay, so they made Kit Fisto good. All right, the health steal, I don't really care about, but giving guard to the entire Jedi team, really good. Allies with guard, gaining 100% accuracy just helps with really annoying units like Ezra Bridger Exile, where you can't land a hit, right? So I like this so far, not because Kit Fisto's any good, he's garbage, but the stuff that he's giving to his allies is really good, okay? Next up, we've got Ki-Adi-Mundi, okay. If the ally in the leader slot is not a galactic legend, the following effects are active. Once per battle, when Cam switches to a Taru form, instantly defeat the target enemy. Alright, okay. Oh my god. I'm thinking Queen Amidala. Queen Amidala, Padawan Obi-Wan, Master Qui-Gon Jinn, Ki-Adi-Mundi, and even right now, Kit Fisto. You start the battle, boom, instant defeat an enemy with Ki-Adi-Mundi. Once per battle, when Ki-Adi-Mundi switches to Makashi form, revive a random defeated ally. Alright, Cam's ability is insane. What's the level 9? Oh, it's Lumi, of course it is. Whenever an enemy attacks out of turn, all enemies are inflicted with Protection Disruption for 2 turns, which can't be dispelled, evaded, or resisted, and all allies gain a stack of heal over time and protection over time for 2 turns. At the start of Lumi's turn, all allies with less than 50% health gain 2 stacks of heal over time for 2 turns. That's pretty good. But honestly, am I crazy in thinking I just don't want Lumi? I'm sure Calvin is over the moon. I'm sure Calvin is absolutely over the moon. Me, I kind of just want to use Kit Fisto and Ki-Adi-Mundi in a Queen Amidala team. Okay, so you could use this as a 3v3 team. It'd be kind of weird, kind of funky, right? I know Lumi's got an Omicron. I'm just... Keller and Beck, Qui-Gon Jinn Omicron, all of these things I feel is going to be more useful than using Lumi. But hey, what do I know? Maybe somebody understands. I could take a look at the Lumi Omi and see what it does. I haven't got much faith. I'm pretty sure I've looked at Lumi's Omicron before and thought, I don't know what I'm looking at here. Luminara Unduli. Okay, so so she's got this. Yeah, each ally recovers health equal to 45% of her max health, gains stack of heal over time, recovers max health. Dispel all debuffs on all allies. All allies gain tenacity up for 2 turns. Lumi gains 50 speed for 2 turns. Stacks of heal over time gained from this ability trigger whenever any heal over time from this ability triggers. Limit once per turn. Whenever they trigger, they also recover 20% protection. Whilst allies have a stack of heal over time from this ability, they have 100% crit avoidance and are immune to turn meter reduction. Whenever a stack of heal over time from this ability is dispelled, reduce the cooldown of this ability by 1. So it's going to constantly be reducing the cooldown to this ability because whenever she applies it, they instantly pop, reduce the cooldown, right? All other allies with protection up can't gain these bonuses. This is the problem, right? If you've got protection up, you can't gain the bonuses, and that interferes with like Queen Amidala and stuff like that. And these stacks of heal over time expire on allies who gain protection up. Yeah, I don't know. It sounds fun. I'm sure there's some nuance to it. Not going to do it. I think it's actually still better. I almost still think that this is better than the Darth Revan one, just because that combo of Kit Fisto and Ki-Adi-Mundi on a Queen Amidala team is going to make beating things really easy. You know? Like, insta-kill from Ki-Adi-Mundi immediately is huge. It's absolutely huge. So, I really like that. I really, really like that, in fact. Cool. Yeah, so right now, I would say the order is get Cassian, get Dedra, get Lumi, get Revan. If you don't have Cassian Andor, obviously just move him down to the bottom of the list. Cool. So let's talk about the new datacrons then, and what have we got there. So they are available right now through shipments. You can go to datacrons over here and you can get the Peace and Power datacron set. But you can't really farm and engage with them properly unless you're willing to just drop stupid amounts of money on the game. Not saying anybody should do that. So, alignments, obviously dark side, light side. From the dark side, what have you got? 100% crit chance attacking out a turn. Inflicted debuff, gain 2% crit chance. Whenever allies daze or stun an enemy, they recover 10% health and protection. Whenever dark side allies inflict a debuff, they deal damage. Okay, so the two winners here for the level 3 on the dark side is inflicting debuff, dealing 2% max health damage. That's really good. Think of teams like Jabba, right? Inflicting a bunch of thermal detonators, also doing 2% of max health damage per debuff. That's good. And basic ability gaining speed up is nice. Like, speed up is a really good buff, and you use basics a lot. Particularly on a team like Imperial Troopers, constantly gaining speed up, more turn meter train, right? Light side then. Whenever light side allies use a special ability, they gain 15% turn meter. That's quite nice. Whenever light side allies recover 2% whenever they critically hit. Meh. At the start of the encounter, okay, we got the bulk. The bulk is always top priority. It's massively important. Light side allies have a 100% crit chance attacking out turn, bottom priority. Light side allies start the battle with protection up 20%. Now this 20% protection up is actually kind of cool. Certain teams benefit from this massively, and I think there's a lot of stuff in the factions that benefits this protection up. So, Sith and Galactic Republic. Sith, whenever a Sith ally stagger or stun an enemy, they deal bonus damage equal to 35% of that enemy's max health, which can't be evaded. That's a lot. That is a lot. I'm just thinking though that you might want to be using the Basticron instead, well, the Darth Revan Cron and Stun Saga, but hey. That 35% max health damage is huge. Whenever enemies are damaged at the start of their turn, Sith allies gain 2% turn meter? Nah. Whenever Sith ally falls below 100% health, they gain a bonus turn limited once per character per battle. That's really good. Sith allies start the battle with damage or unity for 2 turns. That's okay. It can be dispelled, it can't be copied. We've had this one in the past. This is decent, to be honest. Whenever an enemy is inflicted with fear, pain, or shock, Sith allies gain 5% stacking offense till the end of battle. That's really good. Fear, pain, or shock, really good for a Traya team, obviously. Stacking offense is one of the things. Doesn't seem to be a cap on this, so it can stack infinitely, which means, you know, in a 5v5 environment, a Traya team could be GL-worthy beating now. Stuff like Jabba, maybe, potentially. We'll have to see. Infinite stacking stats is always a good thing. So, winners here. I like the Fear, Pain, and Shock. I like this one as well. Okay? The bonus turn when you drop below 100% health is also kind of nice. That still works on a Traya team as well, because obviously when they drop below 100% health, they they reset the cooldowns with Traya's Omicron, which means stuff like Nihilus can immediately annihilate. So pairing this with Nihilus, kind of cool. I know Nihilus has got an FDC at the moment, but that will dust. Galactic Republic then. Whenever Galactic Republic attacks out of turn, they have a 25% chance to reduce 10% turn meter from the target enemy. No. Whenever Galactic Republic allies recover health, they recover protection equal to the amount of health recovered. They cannot recover protection this way more than once per turn or if their health was full. This is okay. This is okay. Whenever a Galactic Republic ally defeats an enemy, they take a bonus turn. I like this. I like this a lot. Like on a gas team, great. JMK team, phenomenal. You think about JMK, damage immunity on Cat leaps, insta-kill, takes a bonus turn, swaps the turn meter back to JMK. That's a great opener. That's a really solid opener right there. At the start of battle, if there are no Galactic Legends, whenever a Galactic Republic ally with protection up assists, we saw that one, that level 3 with the starting 20% protection up. If there are no enemies with protection disruption, inflict protection disruption on the target enemy for 1 turn, which can't be dispelled, evaded, or resisted. Protection disruption is great. Gets rid of all their protection. Whilst Galactic Republic allies have protection up, they've got 50% accuracy, counter chance, crit damage, and can annoy taunt effects. This is really good. This is unless you are building a Galactic Republic a Jedi Master Kenobi team, this is probably your go-to level 6, right? I'm thinking teams like Queen Amidala will quite like this if you're not going to be using like the Lumicron. Being able to ignore taunt effects is amazing. Like really, really powerful. Even going back to like a Gidme setup, you know, OG Padme with Gideon, start with bonus protection. You've got 50% extra accuracy, 50% crit chance, counter chance, crit damage. Ignore taunts on a Gidme team is really, really cool. So yeah, I like that one. Whenever a Galactic Republic ally is critically hit, recover 12% health. I mean, it's okay, but no. The real winners here are definitely going to be bonus turn and this no GL one. Those are the two winners in my opinion. Okay, let's look at the level 9. Sith Assassin. Whenever she stealths, reduce the cooldowns of specials by 1. No. Mace Windu. Whenever Mace Windu gains turn meter, he gains 5% stacking health up to 200% until the end of the encounter. Whilst he has resilient defense and Shatterpoint is removed, inflict Shatterpoint on a random enemy until the end of the encounter. Okay, so it's just constantly Shatterpointing him. It's okay. That's okay. Whenever an enemy is inflicted with Shatterpoint, Mace Windu recovers 10% health. Whenever he has an ability... Whenever Mace Windu uses an ability on a stunned enemy, reduce the cooldown of Smite by 1. This is okay. Not sure how priority this is. Emperor Palpatine. The first time Palpatine is defeated, if there is an active ally, the enemy who defeated him is instantly defeated. Okay, if you pair that with Darth Vader Duel's End, I know they've got a focused datacron, but it's not going to last forever, right? You have to kill Palps before you kill Vader. So if that's the case, you're gonna get instantly defeated. That's really cool. Whenever shock or stun expires from the enemy, inflict buff immunity. Stack 1 stack of damage over time and healing immunity on all enemies. Palpatine's one is really cool. I like Palpatine's one. Alright, Maul. If the ally in the leader slot is Darth Maul, he gains 200% offense for the rest of battle. Whenever a Sith ally stealths, they recover 30% health and protection. Whenever Sith allies are stealthed, they gain 100% crit chance and crit damage. Whenever a Sith ally uses ability, Darth Maul assists. This is actually really cool. That's actually a really cool datacron. When I was reading it, I thought this was going to be more like a Sidious Cron, where it's like, oh, it's designed for a solo Darth Maul, right? But this is cool. It sounds like Maul should be assisting himself. Whenever a Sith ally uses an ability, it doesn't say other Sith ally. So when he basics, he should basic again. When he uses his special, he should basic again. Whenever he stealths, and don't forget, under his leadership, if you evade an attack or get critically hit, you're going to get stealth, and then you're going to recover 30% health and protection. Whilst you are under stealth, you're gaining 100% crit chance and crit damage. He's got an additional 200% offense, constantly assisting. This is actually kind of cool. I like this. Snips. If Padme is in the leader slot, whenever Snips attacks out a turn, Galactic Republic allies gain protection up, which she's going to convert into courage, right? For 3 turns. And whenever she dispels a debuff, and whenever she dispels a debuff on herself, Galactic Republic allies gain more protection up. We could totally see a return of a Gidme. Now, I don't know if you really want to be losing Snips from JMK. I'm not sure if you really want to be losing Snips from JMK, but this is okay. This is okay. I like it. I like it. Count Dooku. Whenever riposte is removed on Count Dooku, inflict protection disruption on the weakest enemy for 2 turns. Whilst Dooku has a stealth separatist or Sith ally, he gains 30 speed, deals 50% more damage during his turn, and deals 100% more damage when attacking out of turn. That's okay as well. Pretty good for a trench team. Jedi Knight Anakin. Whenever Jedi Knight Anakin takes a bonus turn, all allies recover 25% health and protection, and his cooldowns are reset. That's okay. Whenever Anakin... Oh, that's going to be annoying in a Qui-Gon army setup, right? Because one of the ways to tackle a Qui-Gon army, I know it's not like a massively meta team anymore, is you let Anakin waste his AoE cooldown so that when you kill Qui-Gon Jinn, Anakin doesn't blow the balls and kill your entire team, right? This basically guarantees that he's always going to have that AoE available when he takes that bonus turn. Yeah, that's quite cool. Whenever Jedi Knight Anakin uses his basic ability whilst ability blocked, he dispels it and ability blocks the target enemy for a turn. That's kind of neat. That's kind of neat. I don't like. It's not phenomenal, but it's okay. It's okay. You could even use this on a Gidmay team as well, because don't forget Padme takes a bonus turn when Anakin takes a bonus turn as well. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I'm not sure if it's massive priority. Balls Deepa Balaba. Whenever Deepa uses an ability, inflict a stack of investigation on the target enemy for 2 turns. That's good. Whenever a stack of investigation is inflicted, she gains 5% stacking offense up to 150% till the end of the encounter. That's also good. While an enemy is revealed, whenever they use a special ability, they ability block themselves for 2 turns, which can't be resisted. It's okay. And I mean, you might as well get one for a Jedi Master Mace Windu team if you have Jedi Master Mace. Not bad at all. Sith Trooper. Whenever Sith Trooper critically hits an enemy, he stealths for a turn. Whenever he loses stealth, he gains 30% defense penetration and 50% offense for 1 turn. It's okay. It's okay at best. If you've got nothing better to throw with your first order, your slacker, you might as well. Echo. Whenever Echo attacks out of turn, recover 20% health and protection. You can safely ignore that. Don't get me wrong, gas is still fine and everything. If you happen to get it, you might as well throw it on. But who cares about recovering health and protection? It's not that big of a deal. Stats, what have we got? We've got crit damage, potency, protection, health, tenacity, defense, and crit chance. Defense is going to be the winner here, guys. You want to stack up that defense as high as possible, because defense really makes a difference, and then start thinking about anything else that will help you either deal more damage or just inflict or survive more. So, if you're building out like a Bane team, maybe you want a bit of health. If you're building out a JML team, maybe you want protection, etc. But defense is going to be king here. It's got high rolls as well. Cool. I like that, guys. There's some really cool datacron sets over there. What are your guys' thoughts on this latest set of datacrons? What are you going to go after? And which ones are you most entertained by? Let me know in the comment section down below. Make sure you hit that like button before you disappear. And I will see you all in the very next video. Peace out, and may the Force be with you.